St. Patrick's saltire. A St. Patrick's cross is a red saltire on the white field, used to represent the island of Ireland or St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. In heraldic language, it may be blazoned Argent, a saltire gules. St. Patrick's flag is a flag composed of St. Patrick's saltire. The red saltire's association with St. Patrick dates from the 1780s, when the Order of St. Patrick adopted it as an emblem. This was a British chivalric order established in 1783 by George III. There is some evidence that a similar saltire was occasionally used to represent Ireland before this. It is often suggested that it derives from the arms of the powerful Geraldine or Fitzgerald dynasty. Most Irish nationalists reject its use to represent Ireland as a British invention. After its adoption by the Order of St. Patrick, it began to be used by other institutions. When the 1800 Act of Union joined the Kingdom of Ireland with the Kingdom of Great Britain, the saltire was added to the British flag to form the Union flag still used by the United Kingdom. The saltire has occasionally served unofficially to represent Northern Ireland and been considered less contentious than other flags flown there. It was selected for use in Florida's flag as an apparent homage to that state's British heritage. Origins. The origins of St. Patrick's saltire are unclear. The first recorded mention of a St. Patrick's flag is from the journal of John Glanville, writing about the Anglo-Dutch fleet that sailed to Cadiz, Spain, in 1625. In it Glanville remarks that this was an English and not an Irish action, and the colours contended for the flag of St. George and not of St. Patrick, which he intimated to himself, being a baron of England, much antient to my Lord Cromwell, to be more proper and worthy to carry than any Irish viscount whatsoever. The Order of St. Patrick, an Anglo-Irish chivalric order, was created in 1783. The order was a means of rewarding those in high office who supported the Anglo-Irish government of Ireland. On its badge was a red saltire on the white background, which it called the Cross of St. Patrick, and the said badge shall be of gold surrounded with a wreath of shamrock or trefoil, within which shall be a circle of gold, containing the motto of our said order in letters of gold, viz. QUISSEPARABIT, together with the date 1783, being the year in which our said order was founded, and encircling the cross of St. Patrick gules, surmounted with a trefoil vert, each of its leaves charged with an imperial crown, or upon a field of argent. The use of a saltire in association with St. Patrick was controversial because it differed from the usual crosses by custom worn on St. Patrick's Day. In particular, the previous crosses associated with St. Patrick were not X-shaped. Some contemporary responses to the badge of the order complained that an X-shaped cross was the cross of St. Andrew, patron of Scotland. A February 1783 newspaper complained that the breasts of Irishmen were to be decorated by the bloody cross of St. Andrew, and not that of the tutelar saint of the natural isle. Another article claimed that the cross of St. Andrew, the Scotch saint, is to honour the Irish order of St. Patrick by being inserted within the star of the order, a manifest insult to common sense and to national propriety. An open letter to Lord Temple, to whom the design of the Order of St. Patrick's badges were entrusted, echoes this and elaborates. The cross generally used on St. Patrick's Day by Irishmen is the cross patea, which is small in the centre, and so goes on widening to the ends, which are very broad. This is not recorded as the Irish cross, but has custom for time immemorial for its support, which is generally allowed as sufficient authority for any similar institution. as bearing the arms of another person is reckoned very disgraceful by the laws of honor, how much more so is it, in an order which ought to carry honor to the highest pitch, to take a cross for its emblem, which has been acknowledged for many ages as the property of an order in another country. If the cross generally worn as the emblem of the saint who is ascribed to Ireland is not agreeable to your excellency, sure many others are left to choose from, without throwing Ireland into so ignominious a point of view, as to adopt the one that Scotland has so long acclaimed to. Many subsequent commentators have believed that the saltire was simply taken from the arms of the Fitzgeralds, who were Dukes of Leinster. The Dukes of Leinster dominated the political and social scene of 18th-century Dublin, from the ducal palace of Leinster House. William Fitzgerald, 2nd Duke of Leinster, was the premier peer in the Irish House of Lords and a founder member of the Order of St. Patrick. On the other hand, Michael Casey suggests that Lord Temple, pressed for time, had based the Order's insignia on those of the Order of the Garter, and simply rotated its St. George's Cross 45 degrees. Earlier use of saltires in an Irish context. A variety of sources show saltires in use earlier than 1783 in Ireland and in an Irish context, although there is no suggestion that they are linked to St. Patrick. The Flag Institute states that arms derive from those of the powerful Fitzgerald dynasty, who were Earls of Kildare. Gearoid More Fitzgerald and his son Gearoid Og were also Lord Deputies of Ireland in the late 15th and early 16th centuries. The design on the reverse of some Irish coins minted c. 1480 includes two shields with saltires. At this time, Gearoid More Fitzgerald was Lord Deputy of Ireland, and those shields are considered to be his arms. A 1576 map of Ireland by John Goffer shows the Fitzgerald arms over the spheres of influence. It also shows a red saltire flag flying at the masthead of a ship, possibly an Irish pirate, which is engaged in action in the St. George's Channel with another ship flying the St. George's Cross. The red saltire flag does not appear upon Ireland itself, though it is placed upon the neighbouring miles of Galloway and Kintyre in Scotland. English and German picture maps of the Battle of Kinsale of 1601 to 1602 show the combined Irish-Spanish forces under a red saltire. This is presumed to be the Cross of Burgundy, the war flag of Spain, rather than an Irish flag. The Cross of Burgundy appears on the flag of the Spanish Regiment of Hibernia. It was formed in 1710 by Irishmen who fled their own country in the wake of the flight of the Earls and the penal laws. It is possible that the design of the flag was influenced by the red saltire. A 1612 seal of Trinity College, Dublin, shows uncoloured cross and saltire flags. These have been taken to represent England and Ireland respectively. Contemporary reports of the ensigns of the Irish Catholic Confederation during the 11 Years' War say that each had a canton with a red saltire on a gold field. A 1645 picture map of the Siege of Duncannon shows Preston's Irish Confederates under a saltire. The flag used by the King's Own Regiment in the Kingdom of Ireland, established in 1653, was a red saltire on their taffy yellow field. Its origin remains a mystery, however. At the funeral of Oliver Cromwell in 1658, Ireland was represented by a red cross on a yellow field. Cromwell's Protectorate of the 1650s briefly used a flag containing the St. George's Cross to represent England, St. Andrew's Cross to represent Scotland, and a red saltire on white to represent Ireland. Several drawings of Union flags, including one of HMS Henry made c. 1661 by Willem van der Velde the Elder, include a red saltire as in the post-1800 Union, but there is no evidence for such a design. The Graydon Ms. Flag Book of 1686, which belonged to Samuel Pepys, gives the flag of Ireland as the harp and St. George's Cross on a green field. A red saltire on green appears on the flag of Berwick's regiment in the Irish Brigade of the French Army. This was a brigade made up of Irish Jacobite exiles that formed in 1690. The Irish Brigade served as part of the French Army until 1792. Several atlases and flag books in the late 17th and 18th centuries show a red saltire on white flag for Ireland, including Paulus van der Dussen's and La Neptune François, a marine atlas published in Amsterdam in 1693, where it is depicted with the legends Ayrshire above and Ierland while below, which are Dutch and French for Irish. Jan Blau's 1650s atlas has a saltire on white for Ireland, which is hand-coloured red in some copies. According to a newspaper report from Waterford in 1785, 2 years after the Order of St. Patrick had been founded, upwards of 40 vessels are now in our harbour, victualling for Newfoundland, of which number 13 are of our own nation, who wear the St. Patrick's flag. St. Patrick's crosses. Other crosses besides the red saltire have been associated with St. Patrick. Crosses in various shapes and colours were worn as badges on St. Patrick's Day from the 17th to the early 20th century. The cross patée has also been used, including by the Friendly Brothers of St. Patrick, a fraternal organization whose symbols influenced those of the Order of St. Patrick. Modern use of the flag. The most widespread use of St. Patrick's saltire today is in the flag of the United Kingdom, with the 1800 Act of Union that merged the kingdoms of Great Britain and Ireland. The red saltire was incorporated into the flag of the United Kingdom as representing Ireland. The red saltire is counterchanged with the saltire of St. Andrew, such that the white always follows the red clockwise. The arrangement accounts for the discontinuous look of the red diagonal lines, and has introduced a requirement to display the flag the right way up, with the white line of St. Andrew above the red of St. Patrick in the upper left-hand corner next to the flagpole. As with the red crossed so the red saltire is separated by a white fimbriation from the blue field. This fimbriation is repeated for symmetry on the white portion of the saltire, which thereby appears wider than the red portion. The fimbriation of the cross of St. George separates its red from the red of the saltire. Flags in Northern Ireland are controversial, the symbolism reflecting underlying sectarian and political differences. St. Patrick's saltire is sometimes used as a cross-community symbol with less political baggage than either the Union flag or the Ulster banner, seen as pro-unionist, or the Irish tricolour used by Irish nationalists. It is one of two flags authorised to be flown on church grounds by the Church of Ireland, the other being the compass rose flag of the Anglican Communion. This was the recommendation of a 1999 Synod Committee on Sectarianism. For similar motives, it is the basis of the police badge of the new Police Service of Northern Ireland. It is one of the flags approved by the Orange Institution for display during Orange Walks. The St. Patrick's flag is the flag of St. Patrick's College, Maynooth, and is flown on degree days and other important occasions. Its use is not affected by the creation of a separate National University of Ireland, Maynooth, in 1997. The Royal Dublin Society's flag, dating from c. 1902 c. 1912, has a red saltire, but its significance is unknown. The Irish Free State Girl Guides, descended from the Unionist British Girl Guides, had a St. Patrick's saltire on the flag it used from its establishment in 1929 until the 1937 Constitution. The saltire appeared on the house flag of Irish Shipping, founded in 1941, and that used by Irish Continental Line in 1973 to 1978. It replaced the St. George's Cross in 1970 on the flag of the Commissioners of Irish Lights. The badge of the Royal Society of Antiquaries of Ireland, designed by John Vinnie Combe, incorporates the saltire in the arms of the four provinces. In heraldry, regardless of the uncertainty over its origins, the red saltire, or saltire gules, on a white field was used in the arms adopted by various Irish organisations and some outside Ireland. The arms of Trinity College, Dublin show two flags, a red cross on white and a red saltire on white, which Hayes, McCoy and Galloway interpret as representing England and Ireland respectively. The arms were granted by Arthur Vickers in 1901, based on a 1612 seal showing uncoloured cross and saltire flags. Bernard Burke's 1864 Armoury does not specify the flag's format, and 19th-century depictions of them vary. The arms of Cork City show red saltire flags on the two towers, though not on versions prior to 1800. Coleraine Borough Council includes St. Patrick's saltire, as Patrick is said to have given Coleraine its name. The saltire also appears in the coat of arms of the County Mayo town of Westport to commemorate the visit of St. Patrick to the nearby mountain, Croagh Patrick. It also appears on the arms of Co. Fermanagh. The Urban District Council of Rathmines and Rathgar was granted arms in 1929, a year before it was absorbed into Dublin Corporation. These featured St. Patrick's saltire and a Celtic cross. A red saltire also appears on the arms of County Kildare, but this is because of the association of Kildare with the Fitzgerald family. The original arms of the Royal Irish Academy in 1786 did not have the saltire, but those granted in 1846 do. There are red saltires in the arms of the Queen's University in Ireland, its successor, Queen's University Belfast, and the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. The Church of Ireland Diocese of Connacht's arms, granted in 1945, includes St. Patrick's saltire in memory of his supposed enslavement at Slemish. The Church of England Diocese of Truro, established in 1876, has a St. Patrick's saltire in its arms, representing the ancient Celtic Church. The Roman Catholic Archdiocese of New York, whose cathedral is St. Patrick's, incorporates the saltire. St. Patrick's National School in Drumcondra, Dublin City has a saltire on its arms street. Patrick's High School, Ottawa has the saltire in its flag and arms, to represent Ireland and Northern Ireland at the 1935 celebrations in London for George V's Silver Jubilee. The Cross of St. George representing England and Wales, and the saltires of St. Andrew and St. Patrick, representing Scotland and Ireland, were flown separately and used in combination. At the time, the Irish Free State was a separate dominion within the British Commonwealth. In 1986, government policy during state visits to London was to fly the crosses of George, Andrew and Patrick and the Welsh Dragon. The government clarified that the Union flag was the flag of Northern Ireland, not the St. Patrick's saltire or the Ulster banner. The barge Gloriana during the 2012 Thames Diamond Jubilee pageant flew flags for the four home nations of the United Kingdom, including the St. Patrick's saltire for Northern Ireland. In this context, the symbol was referred to as St. Patrick's Cross. The All-Ireland bodies for men's and ladies' bowls compete internationally under the St. Patrick's flag. The Unionist politician David McNary has suggested the saltire should be allowed in Northern Irish number plates analogous to the flags allowed on English, Scottish and Welsh plates. To represent Florida in 1900, the Constitution of Florida was amended so the state flag would be of the following proportions and description: ... The seal of the state, in the center of a white ground. red bars, extending from each corner toward the center, to the outer rim of the seal. Since its adoption, the flag has been criticized as a racially charged depiction of Confederate battle insignia, though many historians found this perspective to be unsubstantiated. The Florida Department of State maintains that the flag is actually a variant of the St. Andrew's cross. Despite the government's claim, there is no mention of this symbol in language used to establish the legal basis for Florida's current flag. The Orlando Sentinel published an internet series about the Floridian Standard's history, determining that the St. Patrick's saltire is represented in it. For the better part of the 2 decades preceding Florida's flag amendment, the state was a popular destination for British settlers. The presence, particularly in Greater Orlando, made a strong impression. Florida's utilization of the saltire has come to be interpreted as a means of showing pride in its British heritage. During the Revolutionary War, Florida was unique in remaining loyal to George III. On St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's flag is sometimes seen during St. Patrick's Day parades in Northern Ireland and Britain. Flags are handed out by Down District Council before the Down Patrick Parade, near Patrick's burial place at Down Cathedral, in an attempt to create a parade that has cross-community support. This has had only limited success, however, and controversy continues over the use of flags in the parade. In Great Britain, St. Patrick's flag was flown in place of the Irish tricolour at the 2009 parade in Croydon, prompting complaints from some councillors. It was flown on some years on Patrick's Day by Bradford City Council, which subsequently reverted to flying the Irish tricolour. In political movements, the St. Patrick's saltire was on the flag proposed in 1914 of the County Down unit of Irish Volunteers. A writer in the Irish Volunteer complained that the O'Rahilly should have known the saltire was faked for Union Jack purposes. In 1932-33, a variation of the flag with a St. Patrick's blue background was adopted as the badge and flag of the short-lived blue shirt fascist movement. This militant group incorporated right-wing, conservative and some former Unionist elements in opposition to the then left-wing Republican Fianna Fáil party. A flag combining St. Andrew's saltire, St. Patrick's saltire, and the Red Hand of Ulster has been used by Ulster separatists, who wish to see Northern Ireland leave the United Kingdom and become an independent state, not joining together with the Republic of Ireland. The saltire is incorporated in the badge of the Reform movement, a post-nationalist pressure group in the Republic of Ireland seeking closer ties with the United Kingdom. Other symbols of Ireland. The arms of Ireland since the 16th century have been a gold harp with silver strings on a blue field. It represented Ireland in the flags of earlier unions, the Commonwealth flag and the Protectorate Jack. It also featured on the royal standards since James I. The Celtic Cross and Brigade's Cross are other crosses which have been used as symbols of Ireland. Unrelated similar saltires. Other flags exist which feature a red saltire on the white field. The Shanghai International Municipality used a flag with a red saltire on the white field, with its seal in the middle. The flag of Jersey has unknown origins, and a link with St. Patrick's saltire has been proposed. The Fitzgerald family, who were powerful in Ireland, were Anglo-Norman in origin and also owned land in Jersey. Alternatively, NVL Ribot in 1951 suggested that Jersey's flag originated from a mistake in a 1783 flag book by Carrington Bowles, which was copied by later authors. Ribot's theory is that Bowles misinterpreted Ayrshire as meaning Jersey in a Dutch flag book he used as a source. However, John Tessagnan claims a 1757 French Admiralty chart shows the red saltire for Jersey. It was widely felt in Jersey that the flag's similarity to St. Patrick's saltire was causing confusion, and so an amended flag was adopted by the states of Jersey on 12 June 1979, proclaimed by Queen Elizabeth on 10 December 1980 and first officially hoisted on 7 April 1981. The amended flag includes in the upper quadrant the badge of Jersey surmounted by a yellow, Plantagenet crown. The flag of Alabama is a crimson cross of St. Andrew on a field of white. The flag of Valdivia is derived from the Spanish cross of Burgundy. The village of Lucca in Malta also has a similar flag. Its origins are unknown. However, the flag is almost identical to the personal flag of Grand Master Piero da Ponte, who ruled the Maltese Islands from 1534 to 1535. In the system of international maritime signal flags, a red saltire on the white background denotes the letter V and the message "I require assistance." The arms of West Dumbat and Share derive from the former arms of the borough of Clydebank, including a red saltire as the arms of Lennox. Since Old Kilpatrick, a legendary birthplace of St. Patrick, is in the district, the association of St. Patrick's saltire may be considered appropriate, if coincidental.